Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Soup Breakdown. Today we're looking at the MRC-F20 Sumo, the silver version, piloted by Po IG. 100 costs less than the gold Sumo. Silver Sumo does, however, have some things that would make it rather interesting to choose instead. I think some things that might make it better in some ways, and some things that make it a little bit worse. The big worse is that it does less damage. There was the forward melee combo. With each individual hit. But one of the things that might make it worthwhile to use anyway is that it normally has more hits in its combos or in its attacks than the gold Sumo does. So over time you will be doing more damage if you're not consistently hitting with the gold Sumo. There are all your different melees. We'll show off a little bit more of what that standard melee can do. There's some fun options to it. You still have the eye field that will eat beams. Really nice, really fun. However, you also have your striker has the stun that you have right there. Not a long stun, it's more of a stagger, I suppose, but it's pretty nice. Whereas the gold Sumo has a 3-shot combo, the silver Sumo has a 4-shot combo, which does roughly the same amount of damage. Slightly more, but not by much. It does, however, allow you to get around some things, you know. And then, of course, it does still have, it does still have the eye field bunker that would allow you to get a cheeky stun off if you get hit with it. Just like that. It also has this roll that allows you to barrage while you're doing it. You can charge, just as with the gold Sumo. However, when you charge with the silver Sumo, you get the barrage instead of just a more powerful version of the shot, and you can charge it up twice. Second charge version does quite a bit more damage, as you can see there. I even missed with half the shots. Then, of course, we have the burst. I'm not a huge fan of the burst of the silver Sumo. If you're fighting 1v1s, it can be very hard to continue aiming it against the target because you're going to down them if you hit them enough times with it. But against 2v2s or 3v3s, it is absolutely amazing because you just are able to fly all across the battlefield to get to your target. A little bit of going in here. I will say, I think the silver Sumo, because of the barrage and this roll, has a little bit more utility than the gold Sumo. I think that the spin of the gold Sumo is a lot better for 1v1s, but if you're going to be 2v2s, I think the silver Sumo is probably the way to go in that regard. The ability to just do this and just eat somebody, really worthwhile in my opinion. You also have the question of the two, you know, which one should you spend your time with for mid-range, for long range, for short range. I think for short range, your best bet is probably still the gold Sumo. For mid-range, the silver Sumo. And for long range, the gold Sumo. Because with long range, you're able to hunt them down with that spin that gets you in instead of this flip that does not get you any closer to them. Although, again, quite a bit of damage. So, of course, we asked the question, should you use the silver Sumo? Well, honestly, yeah, I think you probably should. It's a 200 cost. Not quite as good as the Vegeta, which is still, in my opinion, the best 200 in this game. But it's still extremely powerful, and it does its job very well. With all that said, though, I've been Trey. This has been the Full Spectrum, and remember to always enjoy the full spectrum Silver Sumo has to offer.